Dude, what's up? It's Traps Inc. We're back. It's been a long summer. It's almost over. But it's okay. We've been busy. We've been, working. Busy. But, today we're gonna cover NBA 2K18. I know I'm not the only one super excited about this. Um, 2K18 comes out September 15th. You get it on all consoles, and you can get it 4 days early if you pre-order it right now. But yeah, today we're just gonna be going over what you need to know. We don't have actual gameplay of 2K NBA 2K18, but we'll have it eventually. Yeah, we on GTA right now, but we ain't gonna focus on GTA. We over here trying to walk. We working. Yes, work session. But alright, let's get back to this 2K. I don't care about that crap. But alright, so if you go to if you go on Twitter and you go to NBA2K.com, NBA2K18, you know how you go to practice and you got it's like an actual stand for you to get something to drink. I'm like, okay. So yeah, we got that going on. What else we got going on here? I've heard rumors that there's not gonna be a park. Whoever said that or started that, they're wrong. There's definitely a park. That's the main reason people play 2K. But yeah. Let's see what else we got going on here. I'm looking at these graphics, man. People, they look way better. Way better. Like, you know how before your face didn't have definition, it was just a face and with wannabe wrinkles. Well, you got your eyes, everything looks good, man. This is for real, bro. They actually smile and it doesn't look fake. But if you didn't know, 2K released the soundtrack for NBA 2K18, so if you want to go check that out, go on Spotify, it should be there. Damian Lillard has a song on there, it's pretty good. So yeah, I got more coming, just give me a second, I gotta look through my notes. But can y'all believe Kyrie wants a trade? Man, he wants a trade, but yeah, he's a 90 overall on 2K. He could be better. We're not gonna talk about that. We're not gonna talk about it. We're not gonna talk about that. Okay. So yeah. No, I had to get that. I had to get that done. That was the only way I was gonna actually pay attention. You know, my guy De'Aaron Fox got drafted to Sacramento, sadly. But that's okay. He gonna carry the team. But yeah. I got stuff, man. I got plenty of info. They've been blowing up my phone with this stuff, man. Ronnie, okay, we're gonna visit Ronnie 2K, you know, one of the main guys on 2K. And he's the guy on here. He's chill talking about something. You wanna play 2K? But yeah, so I'm looking at the page and it says innovation, authenticity, engagement. Learn about all NBA 2K18's minor league GMOs in our new blog right here. I guess I'll take a look since this video is on NBA 2K18. So let's get to moving in here while that loads. Alright, I'm gonna read this to you straight from the website. Hello 2Kers. For those, alright, hold on, I gotta hop in the truck first because I can't just play the game and like because I know where I'm trying to go, but I don't know about it. I'm sorry guys, I started a sentence and I stopped. I'm so sorry. But we're gonna hop in this truck and we are going to get to moving. Alright, So it goes like this. Hello 2Kers. For those of you that don't know me already, my name is Eric. Whatever. Senior producer on NBA 2K18. Some of you may know me by my online handle, Simballer. It's my honor to be the first person to welcome you to NBA 2K18. The team here at Visual Concept has made some huge strides with the game this year, which we'll be telling you about in the coming weeks. For today, I feel privileged to kick it all off with a detailed dive into what we have done with my GM, my league this year. Without further ado, let's get to what you came here for. Alright, I'm gonna read through some of these highlights. Alright, I was basically just going over. Alright, my GM, the next chapter. Not that long ago, you were one of the brightest stars in the NBA. Personal accomplishments long since satisfied. All that mattered to you was getting another ring. On a warm May night at the 2011 Western Conference Finals in Dallas, it all came to a sudden end. Your knee, it was finished. Now what? Alright, so what it sounds like is you were a player, and you were a player for either, I can't remember who that finals. I feel like that was Heat and Dallas, or it was Boston, but it was one of those. And you know, you were gonna play, but you know, you blew your leg, you blew your knee out, boy. Come on, what you thinking there? So yeah, that's what that sounds like. Let's keep on reading. Fast forward 6 years and you find yourself at the outset of my GM, the next chapter. After a number of interviews over the last couple of years, you've just landed a job as the GM of an NBA team. They don't want to say what NBA team because they don't want to be specific. And that's okay. That's okay. But with NBA 2K18, we're introducing an experience you won't find in any other game. A narrative-driven, story-based franchise experience that maintains all of the user control and team-building aspects that you have grown to love from my GM over the years. So, for all of y'all who said, For all of y'all that said, dang, I'm broke. For all of y'all that said, what is it? My career was not on 2K. I'd like to shoot that down right now, because here it says, while my career focuses on, which means it's automatically in there. That's the, oh, they did add some new cars on here. Okay, that's an Aston Martin, that ugly car. They just put that out. Man, that junk's ugly. Why did they do that? That's horrible. The car is ugly. But back to what I was saying. Alright, it says, wow, that just lets you know that my career is definitely on here. Because there's no way you can have a my career. You can't just, you know, do that. I'm pretty sure that, I'm sorry, I'm looking at these new cars and I'm like, do I want to buy one? Because I know how to get the money for it. But I haven't decided yet. Legendary. Alright, I'm sorry guys, I gotta take a little minute. I just want to look at these cars. They just look kind of clean. They look clean. It's ugly though. It really is ugly. I can't stand that ugly car. Alright, let's get the move. Alright, let's get back on this topic. But, you know, that just proves you got my career. While my career focuses on your life as an NBA player out to achieve superstardom, my GM, the next chapter, aims to view the NBA world from the complete opposite perspective. Centered around you, the GM, you will need to navigate backroom scenarios while dealing with expectations from your owner, your staff, the press, other GMs, and of course, your players. How your my GM experience turns out is completely up to you. Your path will be determined by the choices you make and the answers you provide at the many key points in the narrative. Understand, I'm intentionally being a little vague regarding the main plot of the story, as I want you to experience it firsthand rather than through thinly veiled spoilers. Just know that the intent is for an engaging experience that steers clear of the typical sports cliches you may be conjuring in your head. Alright. As a franchise diehard myself, I understand the importance and integrity of team building to your franchise experience. We've designed a story that will delight and entertain without infringing on the plans you have for your roster. Draft, trade, and contract decisions are not spoon-fed by the writing. Make the story your own and build a winner. Alright, so the graphics look really good for 2K18. Like, you remember how in 2K, what's this? This was 17. So 16, you remember how you would actually have those animations that you would be inside of like your house, or you'd be inside of Prez was inside of his apartment and stuff. Well, on here you got the same thing, except for it's in my GM also. Like, you're inside of a hotel room or office building or something, man. But I can tell, I see it, I'm looking at it right now, and so this looks like it would be really fun to do. But so yeah, and I'll see if I can see what he said. It's Bob Sanderson, the owner of some team, if you know who he owns. But this is what he says to you in this my league mode, or my GM mode. He says, I just hope you can pull it off. I wouldn't want to miss out on a chance to change the course of the franchise's history. And if we don't pull it off, and ... So yeah, it seems pretty fun, I'm not gonna lie, cause like, I know, like, I was just on 2K, and so like I kind of remember, like, I don't play it like I used to. I'm not gonna lie. That's why y'all don't see me playing. That's why I don't see any videos, cause I just don't play it like I used to. I'm really stuck, I think. I'm sorry. I can't stand to be in that space. I has to get out. Bruh, if I don't... These trucks on here rolling, by the way, if you haven't already gotten one. I'm sorry, I can't do it. I can't drive this big thing. I can't. So, but I was just on 2K17, and the graphics on there, you know, with every year you look back on a game and you say, how did I play this? How did I play it? Like, real deal, how did I play this game? Because the graphics are so bad. And so I'm looking at this and I'm like, wow, they really, I can't wait for 2K18, because that's like the best I've seen in forever. And I'm like, that is really good, because they did really good with it. Like, these graphics, the next level, man. It's gonna be a good it's gonna be a good year next year. Well, this year and next year with 2K18. Just as long as they don't, like, Park is pretty good, because Park was okay. It was annoying. Hopefully, like, Sunset, it's not ugly like it is this year. But alright, so just looking. Alright, over the past many years, we have added feature after feature to our my GM and my league modes. During that time, the line between two modes became fairly blurred. In my opinion, NBA 2K18 provides you with two very unique experiences that couldn't be more different from each other. My GM, the next chapter will be... Why do they keep saying the next chapter? Like, why do we have to do that? I guess that goes with the storyline. Will be the story-based narrative described above, while my league will continue to do live and grow as our fan favorite franchise mode that affords the user complete customization and control over their league. Pioneering is something that I personally enjoy doing. Delivering new experiences creates an energy within the development team, and from this energy, I'm confident that our foray into telling a narrative through a franchise mode will resonate with all of you. Enjoy the ride. Alright, so we're gonna look at some of the details. So Supermax contracts. We all read about Steph Curry's 5-year, $201 million contract this year. We all have. And then James Harden also signed his 4-year, $169 million contract. That's good, and that'll pay him $228 million over the next 6 years, man. That's good. But those are Supermax contracts. NBA 2K18 fully implements the designated veteran contracts and designated veteran extensions, as well as rookie skill extensions into this game year, which means that how veterans of alright, so it's happening in football, but like veterans get paid pretty good amount just because they're there for like guiding the rookies. So they have certain contract extensions and stuff, so that's good for them. But they do it with the rookies too. And the rookie scale contracts will be increased by 45%, with the existing rookie scale contracts being amended to reflect a 45% increase. The minimum annual salary will rise by 45% starting with the 2017-2018 NBA season. Players with bird rights will now be eligible for 8% annual raises. Non-bird players will be eligible for 5% annual raises. The maximum salaries, players will have new maximum salaries calculated using the actual salary cap. That's good. Over 38, like if the player is over 38, formerly the over 36 rule, which we did not support in previous NBA 2Ks. Teams are now bound to the contract restrictions of signing a player that turns 38 during the contract. I'm not really sure. It says the teams are now required to carry 14 players on the roster at all times unless granted an exception. What? I like the 13 because, we could actually drop people and trade people. Like, that leaves us no room. You either gotta have 15 or you gotta have 14. It's like, it's not making, that's stupid, man. I feel like that's stupid to me. But, some other features that were added were the trade deadline date, the player ETOs, the moratorium period, two-way contracts, and the Ted Stepien rule, and more. They integrated the G League into my GM, so it introduces the ability for you to send down and call up your players using the G League, formerly known as the D League. While the G League games themselves aren't user playable, the feature allows you the opportunity to provide critical game experience for your young players who aren't getting any court time with the NBA team. Players who have received limited game time in the NBA can potentially accelerate their development as a player with a properly timed send down. Additionally, the G League is an excellent scouting tool for young players who might have gone undrafted in previous drafts. They will help to populate the league, as their statistical performance will be a good indicator of what type of player they can become at the next level. Yeah. Trading draft rights. That's something I haven't heard in a while. Let's look at that. During the real NBA draft, it's very common for a team to draft a player only for the rights to do to that player, as he has not yet signed a contract, to be traded to another team later in the draft. Previous iterations of NBA 2K you are unable to trade a player that was selected in the current in-progress draft. NBA 2K introduces the ability to force draft rights to a player to be traded after the player has been already selected by a team. From personal experience, I can say this feature makes the drafting experience a lot more dynamic and exciting. And I agree with that because, you know, that makes it real. Like, NBA 2K18 is all about being real and, you know, seeming like it's real life, or it's a simulation game. Like, you know, you got your Gran Turismos, your Forzas and all that for racing. Well, that's to simulate, you know, this is to simulate basketball and NBA life. That's what you got my career for. And my GM is basically, you're literally the general manager. So you're gonna manage and do it like a real life GM would do this. And so it helps. They say we spend a fairly, and this is improved draft class generation, which that's so important because it was horrible drafting 50 overall people if it was a made-up draft. Like, come on now. But it says we spent fairly considerable chunk of time early in development this year rethinking how we generate prospects, particularly with respect to their player types. Looking back on NBA 2K17, we just weren't satisfied with the breadth of players coming out of the generated draft classes. NBA 2K18 players now have more appropriate spread of attributes and tendencies with respect to their given player type. Our new system allows us to more easily update the generation templates outside of the typical monolithic patch release, meaning we can continue to update this logic all season long based on your feedback, which is good because we kind of hate that crap. Alright. Alternate uniforms for created and / relocated teams. NBA 2K, we don't care about that. One consistent, okay. NBA 2K18 introduces the idea of an alternate uniform into the jersey creation process for your created / rebranded teams. We've also added the ability for you to copy either your home or away jersey into an alternate slide should you do complete redesign, but want to keep the old design around for throwback nights. I'm always reading feedback from our community, so I know how many of you are there. Okay. Alright, this is rebranding in existing arenas. When doing a team rebranding, alright, I gotta get a plane. I really do. Feel better if I talk on a plane.
Hello, Pegasus Lifestyle Management. How can I help you?
What do I want? What do I want? Guess we'll
Thank you, sir. Your spectacular aircraft is now ready for you at our nearest airfield.
No, don't call it down. I'm so sorry that I keep like stopping in the middle of the sentence, but it's just
what do you need exactly?
Cause
I'll deal with it.
I'm trying to do it, man. I'm trying to be playing the game and also, you know, cause otherwise, why are you watching? Why are you watching? So, yay, let's go. And I didn't die. You know what? I don't care. I'm gonna do something a little different. Yeah, I'm still here, but at the same time, I'm finna be lit. Hey, how y'all doing today, man? Y'all doing good? Man, how are y'all doing? I'm just gonna walk on by you guys. Man, it's a beautiful day here in Fort St. Kudo. Check in on these classrooms. Y'all better be learning in here. Alright, let's go up to the top. So, alright. As I play. Alright. When doing a team rebranding, you can now create, I feel like I'm doing this wrong because I'm not looking at the screen. You can now create a new court floor inside your team's current arena. What this means, ow my neck. Ow my neck again. What this means is you no longer need to build a new arena just because you want a new floor. Example, if you're the Lakers and you want to design a new court, you can put that new court floor. You can put that new court floor. Can I go in here? No, I didn't think so. I got a lot more to go. You can put a new court floor right inside the Staples Center. No more generic arenas for rebranded teams unless you want to create something from the ground up, that is. Alright, my neck is really hurting, like I can't bend it to the left. It hurts a lot. I don't even think they're gonna know I'm here. Unless it's, yeah, somebody, they gonna know I'm here. Cause I gotta kill this dude up here. I'm sorry, I'm really focused on trying to get this. I'm trying to get up here before I get caught. I hear him. Bro, give me that. Give me a gun. Hurry up. We gonna make it. We made it. Hurry up. Come on. Oh, dang. It's too many. So that's how that happened. Alrighty. So, that's what happened. Come up these steps. You can catch the rep. Alright, now, something interesting. Also, okay, My League Online improvements. One of my favorite franchise experiences in the game. I'm gonna take cover just in case they make it up here. Cause I'm not trying to. Allowing you, alright, and is our My League Online feature, allowing you to play in a competitive league with up to 29 of your friends, family, or enemies. My League Online allows you the opportunity to demonstrate your team building prowess for others to see. NBA 2K18, we have added some popular community requests to continue building out the feature set for this experience. Now yet y'all still alright. If you do play My League, here's something really big. Admins will now have the ability to reset completed playoff games. In the case where a user unexpectedly drops from the game and a result is granted, the admin can now step in and give those two teams another chance to replay that game. Boom. There you go. So, alright, here's some on the jump shot creator. All of the roster editors and draft class creators out there are going to enjoy this one. When editing any player in the league, you will now have the ability to completely customize the player's jump shot. This feature takes elements as seen as 2K18 jump shot in my career and applies them in such a fashion that they are easily editable for every player in the league. But you could already do that though. You really could. You just couldn't make it as in-depth as like how it was in my career, but you could still do it though. But what's up with all these? Come on now, Kia, y'all don't have to start putting different cars in 2K. I'm tired of seeing all these dang Kias. Hey, okay. Player create. Alright, so NBA 2K18 adds the ability for you to add a new created players to your already ongoing My League saves, even mid-season. In previous years, all the players needed to exist in the roster file prior to starting the game mode. For those of you who like to play along with the real season and keep your roster up to date, you'll now be able to create and add free agents to the league as needed. Alright. Alright, we got new team relocation cities. For NBA 2K18, we've added 10 new cities that you can relocate your team to. Those cities are Fort Worth, Texas, El Paso, Texas. Why is everything in Texas? Because everything's big in Texas. I'm sorry, I had to answer that. Albuquerque, New Mexico, Tucson, Arizona, Fresno, California, Long Beach, California, Mesa, Arizona, Virginia Beach, Virginia, Colorado Springs, Colorado, and Raleigh, North Carolina. When you consider things like market size, metropolitan income, and television homes in the market, many of these cities can present a great financial challenge when moving your team to one of these cities. In my GM, the next chapter, are you up to the task? Okay.
You motherfucking cocksucker!
Alright. Yeah, that's about all that they've put out so far. But you know what? I know some stuff because I've been watching 2K TV. I know a couple of other things. So, if you don't know, and what is it? In my, I'm pretty sure if you're watching this video, you played my career. But in my career, they're adding some new modes. So, not new mode. They're adding new characters. Like, you only had like 5 to choose from this year. Well, you're gonna have more. So, I'm not gonna say. Put it like this: we're gonna have this sort of the same people to choose from, but we're gonna have to go more in depth. Like, we're gonna be more responsible for these decisions on here. Like, I don't even think they're coming up here, so we're gonna tear these up. But dang, that hurt. But so like when it comes to creating an actual player, you're really gonna have to be smart about what you do to your player, because you never know, you could do it wrong. It's really important on here for you to do it correctly, because they're not playing on here, man. They're not playing. They made this next one really good. That hurt. Grenade out. They made it really good. Like, Chris Manning, which is one of the I don't even know what to call it. He helps 2K. He helps on 2K. He said himself that we're going more in depth this year with 2K. It's gonna be very special and more in depth. Like, when you go to make your player, you're really gonna have to do it right. I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. That sounds really cool. So hopefully we can get everything worked out. I know this elevator doesn't work. I just wanted to give it a shot. Is it my floor? It is. Alright. Let's go kill some people. But that just about does it for this video, guys. I'm sorry that I don't know. Sorry I'm not loud today. But yeah, that does it for this video. So I hope the video was important and helps you out, and gave you a little bit of information you needed to know about NBA 2K18. If you could, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. That would be very much appreciated. I will be doing giveaways eventually once I have more subscribers, so you know, it'd be a good reason to subscribe. But pretty much for all of that, turn on your post notifications. I don't post too often, even though I say I am. But yeah, I will eventually start really getting back into this before school starts back. But yeah, so hope you enjoyed this video. Peace.